Hi everyone. I'm going to be talking about some of the cherry scents that I melted recently, but before I get started, I wanted to do a quick update on the round robin basket. So some of you might not know what I'm talking about, so I'll just give you a summary. A few weeks ago, I posted a video and I mentioned how I will be focusing on melting the round robin tarts that I picked. I participated in several round robins and I accumulated a lot of tarts, but I wasn't melting through them, yet I was still ordering tarts. I had a basket that was filled to the top, overflowing with tarts. And in the video, I showed the basket and it was completely filled. So my strategy or my plan was to basically pick tarts from this basket each day and melt them. Now I usually have about 4 warmers going in my home most days. So what I've been doing is picking 3 tarts from this basket, and then I'll pick 1 tart that I purchased, from my other stash. So this is my stash of round robin tarts, and then I have the stash of tarts that I purchased. So I've made a lot of good progress here, and I want to show this basket to you and let you know. Now, I have not been documenting anything. I know that when people do a project wax, they kind of keep track of what they've been melting, the ounces and things like that. I haven't been doing that and haven't really been interested in doing that. So I do apologize if there's anyone that was kind of hoping I would go about it in that way. That wasn't my plan. And, I actually weighed this basket with the tarts in it, and I knew how many ounces of tarts that I had versus the weight of the basket. I wrote it down on a piece of paper and I cannot find it, so I don't even have that information to give you. But let me show you what the basket looks like now after I've melted so many of the tarts. Okay, so let me lift it up. Okay, so here's what it looks like now. And I've made a huge dent in it. It was nowhere like this. It was completely filled to the top. Now this is a deep basket, and I'm holding it up so you can get an idea of how deep it is. And so I've still got a ways to go. Now, I can't really see. I'm kind of looking through the slots here, but I think you're getting a good visual of it. I had a different setup when I did the video showing you how full the basket was a few weeks ago, but my table, I have a whole bunch of scrapbooking stuff on the table, so I can't do the video from there right now. But anyway, I just wanted to show this to you, and I am going to do another update, and hopefully I'll be able to set it up better so that you can get a better look at the inside of this basket. But I'm doing well. I'm doing very good, and I'm being very consistent. Every day I'm picking tarts from this basket. Okay, so let me get right into the review on some of the cherry blends that I've been melting. Okay, so I'm going to start off and talk about 2 that I purchased, and then everything else will be from the round robin basket. Okay, so this first one is from Ava's Country Cupboard, and it's called Pink Cherry Bomb. And it was in this packaging, and it was a scallop-shaped tart. I really love this scent. When I melted this one, I used a 24-watt warmer, and I put it in my bedroom. I got very good scent from it. It was a medium scent level. It wasn't, super strong or anything like that. It was a medium scent, but it was a good amount of scent, and it did fill my bedroom. I really like the combination of the pink and the cherry. So if you're someone who loves pink blends and you love cherry blends, I recommend trying this. It was very sugary sweet, and it was really good. Okay, the next one is from Beezy-Tarts. Okay, and this one is cherry, and I love this scent. Whenever I order from Beezy-Tarts, I have a tendency to look for this one because it's such a good scent. And when it's not available, I'm a little disappointed. But I was able to get a couple of them this last time that I ordered, and I'm really happy about that. This smells exactly like a cherry icy, one of those Italian ices in the cup. And you know, when all of that syrup and that sugar collects at the bottom and it's all frozen and you can lick it and, you know, crunch on it, but it's really concentrated and super sugary sweet. That's exactly what this smells like. It's a great scent. The scent is amazing, but the level of scent that you get is awesome. It throws like crazy. It fills up my open space easy. And I think with this one, like if you melt it in a smaller room, you could probably cut this one in half because the scent is I don't know, to me it's kind of rich, like it's just a strong scent. So this is a really good one that I recommend trying as well. Now I'm going to talk about tarts that I picked from my round robin basket. And whenever I participated in a round robin, I always had certain scents in mind, like cherry scents, banana scents, vanilla, serendipity, pink. So those are the kind of blends that I typically picked. And sometimes I went for fruity blends. So I have a lot of cherry here. This first one is from Sugar and Spice Gourmet Soy Candles, and this is Black Cherry Crumb Cake. And it's melting right now in my 20-watt warmer, and it smells so good. I love the intensity of that black cherry scent. It's really deep. It's rich. It's kind of intense, very sweet. I love it. It's filling up this room, and whenever I open up that door, it starts flowing outside of the room. So it's a lot of scent. Really like this one. I don't know if it's still a bit available, but this is one that I would definitely want to repurchase, and I recommend it. Okay, now from Candles by Victoria. This one is Wild Cherry, and this smelled really good. I'm glad I picked this one as well. This was pretty intense. Now, the only thing about this one is I didn't get scent for a long time. Like with some of the Candles by Victoria that I've been, Candles by Victoria, that I've been melting lately, I'm getting hours and hours of scent. But with this one, it was kind of short-lived. I got up to 5 hours of scent, between 4 and 5 hours. So, but I would definitely purchase this. I'm going to put it on my wish list, and when I place an order with Candles by Victoria, I'm going to look for this one. This was a very deep cherry scent, but very sweet, and it threw, I mean, it filled up the open space easy. Another one that I recommend trying for you cherry lovers. Now also, oh, I fell in love with this. This is from Lasting Scent Candles. Now the lid is kind of oily, so you may not be able to read it, but this is Marachino Cherry Bread, and I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. What an awesome scent. Totally awesome. I am in love with this. I don't think I can get this anymore. I was kind of peeking around at the Lasting Scent Candles website last night, and I didn't see it on there. But we'll see. Maybe I can get this in a D-stash or something. Awesome. This was very sweet. I love the blend of the bread. It just kind of brought something special to this blend, but also there was a creaminess to this blend that I didn't expect, and it almost reminded me of ice cream. I was just in love with it. When I melted this one, I used a tea light burner. Sometimes when I melt Lasting Scent Candle Tarts, I do use a tea light burner, but then I also use an electric hot plate warmer at times. You know, it just depends on my mood. No matter what type of warmer I use, whenever I melt Lasting Scent candles, I get an amazing throw, like crazy strong throw. So this one was really good, and I could smell it all over my open space, and then when I stepped out onto my balcony, I could smell it out there as well. So it was like, it was so good. So I recommend that one too. If you have it in your stash, melt it. Now this is one that I'm really happy that I picked from the round robin basket. Well, from the round robin, but I'm glad that I chose to melt it. This one is from Nene's Kitchen Melts, and this is called Cherry Flip Cupcake. Now this was a different type of cherry scent. The ones that I've been talking about, Yeah, you know, a lot of them smell like cherry ices or that sweet, you know, similar cherry scent. But this one was a little different. There was a little twist on it. Um, this one had a cinnamon note to it. I picked up on a sugary sweet cinnamon, which was really good, almost as if it had a dusting of cinnamon. It was very good, and it put a nice twist on that cherry. The cupcake in it was a sweet bakery. I wouldn't say it was like a yellow cake or a white cake or anything kind of buttery. It was just a sweet bakery scent. This was a really good tart. I melted this one in my bedroom, and I used a 24-watt warmer, and honestly, I kind of dismissed this one. I didn't think it was going to throw, but I let it melt down. I gave it about 10 to 15 minutes, and when I went back into my bedroom, this had filled the room, and as soon as I walked through the door, it just hit me, and I was really surprised and impressed. So I'm really impressed with this. I think I will be checking out Nene's Kitchen Melts just to see what other type of scents they have available, and I may be placing an order in the fall. All right, now the next one that I melted from my round robin basket is Cherry Vanilla Swirl, and this is from Candles from the Keeping Room. Now this was a completely different cherry scent. This one had that vanilla note to it, so it was kind of soft and smooth. It had creaminess to it. But this one was a disappointment for me because it didn't throw. Now I have this one melting in my dining room area, and I used the hot plate warmer. I used the hot plate warmer for all of these except for the lasting scent candles one. And I could not smell this in my dining room area. I could only smell it when I got close to the warmer. So I couldn't smell it in the other areas, and I couldn't smell it where it was melting, and that was a disappointment. Now, when I leaned into the warmer, it was just a creamy cherry scent, but it almost reminded me of lotion. So it was more along those lines of body care, which is a nice thing. Not so much like Jergens, because I didn't really pick up on that almond note, but it was something kind of like just a cherry lotion scent that I've smelled before. So, you know, when I order from Candles from the Keeping Room again at some point, I would look for this and I would purchase it and see how it performs. Because, you know, who knows? It could have been, oh, maybe it just, you know, whatever the reason was, but it didn't throw when I melted it. Okay, I've got two more. They're both from the Bathing Garden, and then I'm done. So this one is Bitten, and I really like this one. Now, this cherry scent was more like a cherry soda. It had a lot of pop and fizz and bubbliness. Just a really good effervescent note, and I love this one. Now, I had 2 cubes, and I put them in my 20-watt warmer. Filled up this room. Really good. When I walked in to this room, each and every time, it was just like this burst of cherry, but it was a lot like a cherry soda. I really liked it because it was very bright, almost kind of a pick-me-up scent. So I really enjoyed this one. Good throw, filled up the room. I was not disappointed. And then finally, this one is Call Me Rainbow. And I really like this. Good cherry scent. There's something else blended into this, and I don't know what it is. I don't have access to the scent description, so I can't even begin to tell you. I can't distinguish it. Well, I distinguish it from the cherry, but I cannot figure out what it is. The cherry really comes through. That's the first thing that I pick up on when I melted this. This one had a lot of kick, good throw, and it performed well in different types of warmers, like a 20-watt warmer and a 24-watt warmer. I always got good throw from either one. So I really like this one. I wouldn't mind getting it again. But I don't know what else is in it, and when I look at the picture, it doesn't really clue me in. I just can't figure it out, but there's something else there. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for watching this video. I will be back with another one right after this. And if you know about any good cherry blends, please leave a comment below, because when I start reordering, I am going to refer back to this video and use some of your recommendations. Okay, everyone. Bye-bye.